Yeah, it was outstanding. I don't think very many people looked at us as a challenge going into the postseason tournament. That's what's nice. Everybody's record gets erased, and it's just who plays at the right time. And luckily, we played the best game we've played the whole season so far. I think we have a few kids that really don't want to lose. Unfortunately, that doesn't always come across. It hasn't come across all year, but last night was the first chance we actually really, it mattered. I mean, there was no tomorrow if we didn't come out, and that made all the difference in the world because everybody bought into that. We've got a good group of seniors who have worked hard for a number of years to get here, and they just, you know, they stepped up and kind of followed along. The young kids, the old kids, everybody blended together and did our thing, and it paid off. The fans, that was the best the fans have been for us too. I was a little worried. I had heard from some of the kids that, you know, some of the kids who normally come basically were saying, well, you guys act like you haven't cared lately, so why should we come and support you? But that wasn't the case. We had a ton of kids there. Our JV and freshman volleyball girls were there. A lot of the high school football boys were there, and they came through and we needed it. I mean, there was actually cheers in the gym last night, which is a new thing, and it was actually a home court advantage for once. I think Regina is, from what I've found, pretty similar to a Mid-Prairie. They've got, I think they serve maybe a little better as a team. They had quite a few aces. Looking at their statistics, they do have a big hitter, just like Mid-Prairie had last night. But with any big hitter, if you just belly up in front of the ball and you make a play and you kind of dare them to come at you, good things will happen. We blocked well last night against Mid-Prairie. Our back row really bodied up. A lot of them, you know, a lot of our blocks did score points for them, unfortunately, but that's going to happen. You got to prove a statement, say I'm willing to get in front of you, I'm going to stop you, bring your best stuff because we're going to stop you. And our girls did that last night, and if we continue to do that against Regina, we've got a really good chance. I just think, you know, I'm proud of the girls. We were down 14-11 in the 5th game, and it would have been really, really easy to roll over and play dead. You know, say, hey, we've played hard, we didn't quite come up with it, and we didn't do that. And we called that timeout with 14. It was 14-11, and I just said to the girls, you know, just act like you want it. Whatever happens, you just make them score that point. You know, play 1 point at a time. We've done it 1,000 times in practice, and they did it. And I think it says a lot. You know, we had 2 sophomores serving those last crucial points of the game, and that's nail-biting experience. I mean, Kaylee and Gina, our 2 least experienced girls on the court, are the ones that, you know, the game rests in their hands, and they can't miss a serve. You miss a serve and it's a giveaway. And I looked at Coach and I said, you know, regardless of what happens here, I just hope that they drive that ball in, and if they score that point against us and we end up losing, that's fine. But I don't want that pressure to be on them to carry that burden thinking that they gave away the night, because that would have not been the case. There were so many good things that everybody did, and I just think it was great. Overall, our serving was better than it has been. We've missed a lot of serves on matches throughout the year. We took a lot of good swings. We bodied up. It was just a total team effort, and it was a lot of fun. The girls on the bench were involved. The fans were involved. The parents were. I mean, it's nice to see tears of joy after a game instead of tears of, you know, upset, which there was both aspects. The Mid-Prairie girls were very upset because they lost, and our girls were, you know, tears of joy because they were so excited. And it's nice to see that when you have that night. And I said to the girls, hold on to that feeling and remember what it's like, so that you know this is what it takes to get there. Not just the rest of this year, but the kids who come back in the future. Because emotion is part of this game. That's one thing I've learned. I've coached a lot of sports, and emotion is everything in volleyball. It rides the wave. It's not about ability. It's the kids who try the hardest and run off the court and bring that ball back, and we did that a ton of times. We saved balls that were going to the bleachers, going off the wall, had no right to be brought back in. And, you know, one girl gets a hand, and the second girl brings it that much closer, and the third girl plays it over, and that is totally demeaning to the other team. That deflates them because I think we just made a great play. We just made a great hit. We made a great serve, and they brought it right back at us, and that's the best we've got to offer. And we saw that after game 2, Coach McAtee made a good point. He's like, girls, look at them. They're throwing their water bottles, and they're banging stuff around, and they're complaining to each other because they don't think that we had any right beating them at all. You know, now we have to use that and keep going. And we did battle the whole way through because we could have fallen apart, you know, many, many times. We had so many times we were right on that razor's edge, including, I think it was game 4, we were down 5, 6, 7 to 1, something like that. We came back and even it, and we played pretty even the rest of the way and ended up winning that game, which was huge. It's just, you can't let them have runs. You got to make your own runs and go from there, and we did it. For one night, that was the best that I've seen this group of kids play the entire year, and it was fun, and it's the way it's supposed to be.